Well guys, welcome back here to the hillside, and it's been a while since I did an update on my two fig trees, the white Marseille here to the left and the Olympian here to the right, and they are kind of grown basically into each other, which is fine. And for that matter, I did see an advertisement for the Olympian fig, which is this big bunch of fig branches and leaves over here, that said it was perfect for containers and will only get 3 to 4 feet tall. Well, it's pushing 8 feet tall and is it's not as big as the white Marseille to the left here, but it is very much filled out. So the reason why I'm showing you guys this today in this update is, if you can tell right up over there, and I'll give you guys a much closer look. It's not the best view from right there. These figs are putting on fruit. So last year I had one little tiny fruit. It never really set, and it just basically fell off and was non-productive. But this year, these two trees are finally starting to produce an abundance of fruit. So let me get you to the other side here where I can kind of show you more up close the fruits that are developing and talk about what's going on with these fruit trees. So to answer the question, will figs grow in zone 6B, 7A here in Central Appalachia? The answer is yes. Now this again is the white Marseille. You can see it's putting on tons and tons and tons of fruit that are developing in here. But yeah, I've been told my whole life that figs will not grow here. You can't grow figs here. Figs will not grow. Well, at least here where I live, maybe it's because it's in the city and it's a little more protected, and versus being out in the country, up in the mountains where the temperatures will get colder, be more exposure, maybe they don't do as well. But I can attest that these white Marseille right here, these are in fact putting on fruit. Just absolutely crazy. Everywhere you look on this fig tree is absolutely putting on amazing growth. So this spring, and I didn't take a video of this because I didn't think of it at the time, but we had a really early warm spell and the tree started to basically put on some leaves and put buds out. And then we got back to reality and it started frosting and we got a little bit more snow, which was normal for the time of year. And it killed back the tips, but they have grown back. I mean, you really can't even tell, like right here, it kind of died back a little bit, but then it just grew right back. So this tree, like I said, if you watch some of the previous videos, was on clearance. These two little bushes, they were little sticks more or less. I got for I think $5 on clearance. Didn't think much about them growing, as like I mentioned before, they were supposedly not supposed to grow here. So they've had no disease, no insect pressure. They've been super healthy, and finally starting to become productive. So we're going to go on a little field trip and I'm going to show you something that's going to be awesome and it's going to blow your mind. So stick with me, guys. Let me get to where I'm going and I'll continue this little video about figs growing here in Western West Virginia, zone 6B, 7A. All right, so this is just about 2 blocks from where I currently live, and a friend of mine, this was their friend's parents' house, doesn't matter, but this house has been for sale for over a year, and this fig tree is several years old. As you can tell, it is massive and it is absolutely loaded with fruit. It has not been pruned, it has not been fertilized, it has not been taken care of in any way, shape, or form. So I guess this kind of settles the question, will figs grow in my area? Absolutely. But check this out. I got some of these the other day. These figs in here, if I can kind of, these things right here are super amazing. This one's a little bit smaller, but the nice sweet fruit on these taste almost like a peach. I swear they taste like peaches. So some of these are a little bit bigger in here. If I can kind of get you here, there you go, get the glare off of them. As an airplane flies by. But check out those figs right there. Now those are ripe. Maybe a little bit underripe, but oh no, they're ready. That one's ready. Oh, absolutely. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. Check out the fruit and the flesh on the inside of this fig. Now that is amazing. Now I'm not going to eat on camera, but just trust me, these things taste like peaches or maybe apricots, something like that. Maybe a mixture of the two, but they are amazingly sweet. And honestly, the first time I grew figs in my yard there, but seeing this bush here, this variety, I have no idea what it is, but it is, like I said, it has been non-fertilized, non-pruned, non-watered, non-taken care of. So look, and this thing is absolutely massive. It's got to be 12 to 15 feet tall as it just kind of towers up there and takes up this entire section of this homeowner's property here. But I mean, it just goes over here and just keeps coming over the sidewalk, over this guy's driveway. So yeah, if you love figs, I'm not sure what kind this is, but I'm going to definitely try to take a cutting off of it as I have permission. So I'm not just walking in somebody's random yard taking fig cuttings. But yeah, absolutely, I am absolutely stunned by the progress of this fig here and just overall. So I know it's not much information, but if you you may be able to help me identify the variety of this, that would be awesome. So here from up on the hillside on a little field trip and adventure for the 2022 August fig update here on the hillside and other parts along the hillside that aren't my yard. But yeah, so this is a pretty awesome find, and I'm not going to show you. There's another one that's actually adjacent to this that I believe is actually the daughter of the people who used to live here, who has about 2 or 3 of these in their front yard. And I don't want to, get in their privacy of their home and everything, but it's just as big, and it looks like just a massive hedge acting as a shade, basically a shade screening of their house, which is just covered in, like, I don't even know how to even count, 1,000 figs. Maybe that's underestimating, who knows, maybe 2,000 figs. There are figs literally everywhere. And check this out. I've been told my whole life, figs will not grow here. You cannot grow figs here. You must live in zone 8 or 9 or California and places like this. And that may be true. There are some tropical or maybe some more cold sensitive Mediterranean varieties that will not survive here. But if you find a fig variety that is happy and does survive in your area, I recommend you definitely grow it and give it plenty of space. So thanks for checking out this video, guys. I'll see you next time up here on the hillside with some more adventures. And you never know what you might find. Until then, bye-bye.